All right, we're back. Change of plans. RJ's stream is pushed back a little later, so I'm doing my expert now. Oh. I feel like that should be okay for the first hole. Just gonna give it a minute or two. Anything good in the shop? Thorn cards, but I don't want to spend that many. And we're in. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. Just gonna hop on in. Same goal here, minus 11. Optimal. Worst score I'd really like to get is a minus 10. But this is expert. It's certainly not going to be easy. Oh! Well, off to the right that time. Closer though. Kind of wacky when they do that. You know, it's almost the exact, just opposite direction wind. That's where notes really do help. All right, start with the birdie. We expect as much, but we're not disappointed in it. And skipping shootouts. All right, hole 2 we should be set for. Thank you, Nicholas. Didn't do too bad in my second account at Pro, but first time seeing the expert wins. Other than, I saw a post of what the wins were on the drives, but haven't actually seen them myself yet. Ooh, that win. Something like there. A little over half power. A little curl. Probably a lot of curl, actually. Good shot. This is definitely a make or break hole for the tournament, I think. Should be sniper. Oof, that's not where you want to be. Definitely makes birdie hard. Definitely a little off on the line, but good speed there, I think. So 1 bar topspin's probably plenty. As long as we can get in a similar range for the rest of the tournament. I didn't think he was going to be good doing the great shot. All right, happy to walk away from a birdie on that hole. Eagle would be great, but birdie is plenty there because a lot of people are going to mess this guy up. He looks like he's guessing an awful lot, which is very, very tough to make when you're just guessing. All right. Moving forward. Slow and steady with this count. I believe it's the par 5. Yep. This is the time to do it. So we're doing it. That's tough. And you put up some good numbers usually, don't you? Ryan. Yeah, so this, oh man, I recall the wind being balls here. I vaguely remember it being almost directly left to right, which if that's the case, I don't think we can make this hop. Been slow getting matches tonight. There might not be a whole bunch of people playing expert for this one. It might be some of those experts might have dropped to pro for this tournament just because of the difficulty. Similar to what happened when the Masters or the majors happened. Had a lot of people dropping down. Yeah, I mean, there's a little tailwind, but I don't think that's nearly enough. In the past, it usually was, but lately it seems they've been just slightly tweaking it. I'd say for the most part, you can plan on it. So that's a power 3. We're just gonna look. I don't think I'm gonna be taking the shot, but we're gonna look what it feels like. That 14-mile-an-hour wind does change things, but no way, no way in hell. We'll just play a kingmaker here to chop this wind down a bit. Not so much chicken. Just know I wouldn't make it. I know I wouldn't. If there was like a 50-50 chance to make it and I backed out, I would agree. Because there's no reason to not take one chance in a 9-hole round that you think could be a shot that could change the total outcome of the weekend round. You know, a play like that, when you can make it and 9 out of 10 people don't, that's a first place finish to a 10th place finish a lot of the time. Damn, forgot to turn on airplane mode. Maybe the wind's really not optimal. You want tailwind. Ah, that was unlucky. Luckily, on a realistic level, it doesn't crush my score. You know, his shot from the fairway here isn't that much better than mine. I could still reach, no problem. I still can go for the line, no problem. Just a slightly less chance of hitting it because of the difficulty of hitting perfect. Should be about mid, this looks like. Yep, right about mid. So we're looking about 2 and a touch, something like there. At least we got our perfect. We got a chance. No way. It's coming up way short. Still a solid play, but this is going to be a common birdie. Hopefully I can make that cigar a little more celebratory. We need to drop a shot or two. Hole 4, the par 3. Nothing compares once once that Saturn's maxed. Not until, once the B52 gets maxed or the Tsunami gets maxed, of course, but if you're looking for ball guide, which is what I was looking for this hole. I like playing that fairway hop on the right. I feel like that's the safest attempt at this shot, to where if I've messed up so far on it, it's just been long on the green and ends in the fringe or fairway up on top, and it's still a safe shot to get in. Yeah, just past 4. Yeah, it's touch long, but that's all right. key is we want to hit perfects as much as possible in this round so that we can go back and analyze the shots and know how to adjust for them. If you hit great, it makes it really hard to figure out what you did wrong. Because maybe the perfect would have went in, maybe it wouldn't have. But if you hit perfect, then you know it was your measurement or your placement, like your spin, how you guided the ball in. So adjustments can be made to fix it from there. Yeah, that's rough. That's a bad way to attempt the hole. I'm pretty sure he only moved his club like 2 rings, which is most certainly not enough for 9 mile-an-hour of wind. Keep on the birdie pace. I understand. Believe me, I do. I have my good days and my bad days. There's days I am on fire and I hit perfect 9 out of 10 times, regardless of overpower or sand or rough or what the case is. Thank you. Thank you for the boom, the sunglasses, the applause, and the laughs. I appreciate it. I'm usually good at putts. I had a period for like a month where for some reason I just could not hit a perfect putt. But it was a short term, like, I don't know if it was a mental lapse or what the deal was, but I couldn't do it. Normally putts I'm okay. My biggest problem is the slow wedge because I'll always hit early because I'm just like impatient. Or regular speed driver shots. For some reason I have really bad off days. You know, my full power, I don't hit perfect all the time, but it like never really varies from like 7 out of 10. Five. Thanks, Adam. Well, thanks for coming in. The tree hole, yes. We are going to go with Thor's hammer here for the accuracy. Yeah, I don't know too many people that hit perfect literally always. I think Tommy's the best out of everyone that I've watched. Tommy hits perfect more than anyone I've seen. But he also has a magical touch with his greats. They go in. He knows when to hit great. It's like his mind fixed his problem. He subconsciously hits great. How'd you do, Adam? Minus 11 is good for sure. That should be a decent shot there. It is a very hard course. It requires being accurate for sure. Yeah, I mean, even the best people have bad days, you know? That's just that's the truth of real life. Nobody's perfect all the time. Just some of us more than others. That's all it is. Some of us are bad more than others. And there's a lot to do with it too, like how if you're in a good concentration zone, if you are being distracted, if you've practiced lately, there's a lot of things that factor into it. You could be burnt out on the game playing too much. All right, we're close to max, but not quite. So we're only going to shave a tiny bit off of our measurement, which means we're actually just going to do a true measurement. So I add about 5%. So I know we're not quite. We're probably like 1.7, 1.86. So just over 4 rings here. Two for two today on that, man. Gotta love that. That helps. That's one that helps a lot. Hopefully I didn't just use up all of the ones I was going to drop this weekend right there. On this particular hole, I mean. I like that shot. I feel like it's a fairly easy one if you know your rings. One of the few easy holes on the whole tournament. And it's still hard because you can mess that drive up. It is doable. I have messed it up before. Just in practice, but still. All right, we got the par 5. See what our pin chest has. So many machete cards. Not much. Pretty bland chest there. If you guys haven't done so, hit the thumbs up in the YouTube there. I would appreciate it. Still trying to grow this channel, spread the word. So the more thumbs up, the more this will randomly be placed in other people's feeds. I mean, we got to go for it. There's just no real reason not to. You know, playing this drive and getting away with this up here makes your eagle attempt so much easier. It's right where we want to be. Hey, Troy. Good to see you in. Got an okay round going here so far. We can keep it up, we'll be in good shape. See, now there's no reason for this, really. That's wasting a tire ball. Because where I'm at, I'm going to have zero problem reaching the green in two. There's no reason to risk it more and waste a value ball. Now he really wasted that. See, there's no problem. I could almost reach on the fly. I mean, I could technically with that wind. So we're going to go sniper mid here. So 10 is going to be just about 9 rings. Still way too much, but safe. By all means, safe. And with that nice roll back, still a pretty shot there. Look where his tire ball got him. You got it. Understanding when to pull those balls out is very important if you don't want to be blowing tons of money in this game. If you got the money to spare, by all means, spend as much as you want. I'm not here to tell you not to. But if you're like most of us and you can't just be dropping endless amounts of money in this game, learn to manage your balls that cost money and use free balls whenever you can. At my level, Titans and Kingmakers are not much of a risk because I can win them for free in tournaments. Yep. I was going to go, it was going to be me, RJ, and then I was going to come back on, but RJ got stuck at the store and stuff, so I took the opportunity to hop in and get my expert done. Oof. This poor guy. He butchered that hole, I'm sorry to say. All right. So, this was the hole that I got a wonderful par on. I'm going to definitely bring Thorhammer here for the increased accuracy over that Apocalypse. Because I'm just going to play the safe hop. I'm definitely feeling a lot more confident in how I can do this tournament after playing what I've played so far today than when before the tournament started. I was a little skeptical that I was going to really be contending for a first place finish in expert, and I wasn't even sure my baby account would be able to make the next round in pro. And no issues so far. Even with a couple mess ups here and there, it's been okay. So hopefully you can just figure out the couple little tweaks that need to be made and just play solid golf, and we'll be okay. Hey Jesse, it's going well. I shot a -11 on my second account in Pro, and I am -8 through 6 right now on Expert. Burgers sound pretty good. Not gonna lie. There we go. That's much better. Play it safe. Yeah, I did only par this hole last time because I went for a crazy shot. I'm not sure how accurate it is, but it seems like the minute someone comes in, it updates it, and when they go out, it goes down. At least from my end, I don't have YouTube up at the same time, so it's definitely nice. I like it because I don't, my computer's not strong enough to handle me running YouTube and streaming at the same time. It tends to slow it down and cause a whole bunch of extra lag. So it's nice that I can do that, so I can actually see how many people are in. Get in the hole. Oh, that would have been nice. That's my favorite emoji. It can be interpreted so many ways, but I always interpret it for the better. I'll take the birdie. Eagle would have been nice, but not upset with it. People are tuning in the end. It was quiet in here for the first couple holes. Oh, oh, we're not doing shootouts right now. Give you guys a look at the scorecard. Played safe and got the extra eagle on 5, the tree hole. Let's see if we got an assortment of power 4 anywhere. Yeah, we got the roulette ball. Let's see if that makes a difference. Nope, still. But we got the extra backspin here. Little chancy here. We stayed up there. Not much, to be honest. A couple shots were a little harder, but honestly, really not much different. They really have beefed up Pro. At least that's what I feel like. Pro has gotten windier. An Expert, it's about the same as it's always been. Maybe a slight degree more than it was, but it's about the same. So I feel like the bridge between Pro and Expert is not as wide anymore. The winds have been mostly favorable. The winds have been higher here, but most of the holes have been still in the same direction. A couple of them, the wind is slightly more headwind, but really not bad. It really isn't. I was expecting a shit show, to be very honest. I hate having to take chips like he's having to take right here. I just dislike having to do that. I don't trust the fairway, the fringe, and and then onto the green. I don't trust the ball guide. Give him a nice shot. All right, last hole. Definitely need that eagle. See if we can pull a J-bone and hit the Albie in the last hole. And I'm going to go with Thor Hammer here again. The distance is pretty close to my Apocalypse. Way better accuracy, so if I don't need crazy distance, that's definitely the better choice. And Sniper. I mean, I'd like to get one every time I see this hole. But that's being greedy. But yes, I agree. If I'm only going to get one or two, I'll save them for the weekend. I'll take the eagle here. I'll take a birdie here if that's what it takes. Going a little extra because I'm going to curl it. Oh, man, that was so early. This might be really bad. Yes, sir, it is. That's what I get. Thanks, Steven. That's what I get for saying the Albie. this is probably the one biggest example here, Jesse, of this one. The wind is definitely hard compared to Pro, because you have no choice but to overpower it. You guys even hear me? My one earbud fell out that actually has the mic on it. Oh, I mean, the wind should still keep it over to the right, but get out of there. Ooh, barely. All right, at least we have a normal club to try to save our eagle. If I can try, I'm happy. When you don't have a chance at it, that's when it sucks. Not for weekend round, but I stopped. It fell. I looked down and realized it had gotten pulled out, probably when I last put in my earbuds. I had to get started in a rush. Jesus Christ. Just like pressing buttons all on its own. Ah, too much backspin there. Yeah, no, I didn't do anything. I literally just picked it up and plugged it back into my shirt. I have I have earbuds that serve as my microphone, separate from the earbuds that are in my ear. And I have to dangle them on my shirt so they're actually at a good level. It's all good. Maybe someone in the future wouldn't realize that you were. And now they'll have an explanation. Oh, that was unlucky. That was a good shot. All right. Minus 11. Could have had the minus 12. Super biff on the drive here. But that was just, dumb error. Released way too early. Thank you, Brian. I'm going to just try it. Last shot of the stream. Why not? Do it. Do it. Oh, so close. Thanks, Helios. Just saw that message. I think so, you know. There's also a shot or two I could still grab that the hole could be played slightly better and give myself a better chance at it, which is what the next couple days are for. Fine tuning, getting those shots down. It's a good start. You know, if you have a good round in your qualifier, then you should be in good shape for the rest of the tournament, unless you just have a really off day. So your round should technically get better every round, or at least stay the same. You know, not upset with it, not at all. Seen a lot of very rough scores out there, so minus 11 I feel okay with. This tournament was the first time I've ever played any of these holes from the second tee, so not unhappy with the way we're starting off this tournament. And that's all of my accounts, so that'll be all that you guys will see me until Thursday. I appreciate y'all stopping in. It's fun. And please remember to hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and see y'all in the future. I believe RJ should be coming up here momentarily. Go check him out. Jesse, did you decide if you were streaming? If you haven't done so, I'm sure everybody in here is already subbed to Jesse and RJ and Helios and James, but do so. They're good guys. All right, guys, we'll catch you later.